Hi Kirby fans, so today what we're going to be doing is getting that elusive G3 with the broken fan stripped and cleaned. Hi Kirby fans, welcome back to the channel. Again, those new to the channel, if you're getting value out of this content, you can contemplate showing support by slapping that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. Ding that bell for notifications so you don't miss any upcoming episodes. Give us a big thumbs up and comment down below. I will reply to the comment, and if you like what you comment, I'll pin it to the video. Right, so if you watched a previous episode, I gave you a bit of a sneak peek at those G3s that I picked up, and I decided I was going to take apart and clean and get running the one with the broken fan. That was the best out of the two, as I could see. So what we're going to do today is we're going to strip it down, get it cleaned, and in the next video we're getting it polished and back together and see how she actually runs. So fingers crossed she runs. So this one says broken, condition unknown. Obviously the fan's broken, so we will zoom into that when we take it apart. So I just want to see what it's like inside before I even entertain taking that fan out. Now I did wash this, so that's clean. I've wiped these with wet wipes, so they've come up pretty clean, but you can see it is pretty disgusting in there. So we'll just see what it's like inside. Now I'm assuming that the fan that's in there is actually the original fan. So if this was bought out in 1993, I don't think Kirby changed the fan up until about 98. So anything from 98, this hasn't been working. It's just been left. And I think what Kirby did was just ravaged it for parts, because the lead's missing, wheel trim's missing, things like that. So just unscrew there and just see what it's like inside. Ugh, that is pretty bad. So you can see that is pretty nasty. So what I'll do is, before I even entertain starting anything, I'll get all the compressor and I'll get all this blown out first. Right, so as you've seen, that was pretty bad. I wasn't brave enough to take it apart on the table at first. I did it on a bit of dust shit on the floor. Now I've got it all blown out with the compressor. We're going to zoom back into it and we're going to start taking it apart on my nice clean cloth on the table. So what we'll do is we'll zoom in and see what she looks like now. Right, so as you can see now, she's a lot cleaner than she was. That was pretty bad, and I'd hate to think what would have been in there. So we'll start by taking the head off. Like I said, I have cleaned the head, so that's probably the only part I haven't got to clean. We'll put these back into wash. So everything I'll be throwing in a bowl today, and then we'll get it all washed. Lift that off. Pull that out. Oops. Just twist that. So this is quite corroded, so we'll see if we can clean this up. I'll see if we can get that off. Just get it nice and sprayed black up black, get it nice clean. Just put this one side, that's for washing. Right, so we just take that out. So this, I reckon, will be quite dry. So we'll throw that into wash. Yeah, it's quite corroded, a little bit corroded. Very, very dry. So we're going to have to re-grease these bearings. Okay. And put those bearings to one side. Yeah, that looks like a bearing. Ooh. So there's a little bit of a roller bearing, so I'm assuming that's out of one of them. Out of that one. It's out of that one. So we can't fix that. I might have to order a new roller bearing. so she won't pop in. Right, she's in. Oh, she's back in. So that was an easy fix. We'll see how we go with that one. So just flip her over and get this tech drive out. I need to undo that yet. Right. We're opening one of these because they're all Phillips screws as opposed to the little Torque screws. So that's in drive. So flip that back over and take that tech drive out. Just want to drop that. Let's come off. And drop that out. Give it a wiggle. And out she comes. So you can see that those wheels are really worn. And the tech drive works. So that's a good one. Might need a little bit of grease to give that a good strip and a good clean. And we'll fit some new wheels on it. Might fit a new drive belt. Doesn't look like it's cracked, but we can order one of those. Get that fitted as well. Now with these old screws, you want to check first that they are going to turn. I did check them with a hand screwdriver before I decided to tack them with a rattle gun. So just be aware of that. Do that. Well, I'm just curious to see what this fan's actually like. So just disconnect that. So just have to undo that bush. And then we can get to there to pull that out. Awesome. Alright, so we'll do now, strip this apart. To wash. Okay, just got to be careful because it's old, brittle plastic. Obviously try not to break anything. I'm going to try not to force everything because I've never ever took the G3 apart. So I might have to take that apart first, I reckon. There we go. And out that comes. So that was pretty easy. So I can go into wash as well. That wants to come off there. Take that bulb out. It comes. There we go. So I can go go into a wash. These lift out. Oh, that's easy enough. And that lifts out as well. Alright, so let's have a look at this fan. I'll come back to that, so we'll just take this apart. And this is going to be nasty. Oh, it's not that bad. So just a little bit of grime behind there. So it hasn't had that much use. I'm surprised Kirby never sealed around here with silicone to actually stop that actually collecting rubbish. Right, so I've been asked this quite a lot, showing you how to remove these. Purely because if you don't want to damage these, and what a lot of people do is just bash them off. But if you get a Torx screwdriver, so a Torx 15, you can literally push it on the back of the 4 little prongs. So get it on one there, and push. On the next one. Push. Next one. Push. And wheels. So wheels are still a Phillips. You can see they're not worn at all. I'm presuming those are the original G3 ones. I can tell the back ones are totally shattered. These seem fine. I think the inside's worn because you have got a lot of movement there. But we'll see how we go. And this part here. And that will put into a wash as well. Just be careful when you take it off. Watch the spring doesn't fire out. Ugh. So you can see there's a lot of gumph in there. Yeah, that's never ever been taken off, I don't think. And we'll throw that into wash as well. I'll just brush that out with a little brush over the bin first. Right, so let's attack this fan. Let's see how bad this fan is. So you're going to need like an 8mm spanner. What I did with mine, I ground it down. So if you can't get one to fit, literally grind the sides off and it'll slot straight in. That's that. We'll see if we can see a date on this fan. Good, there we go. So it's in 2 halves. It's got a 5 on there. I don't know if that means 95. I'm not too sure. I can't see any of the dates on there. Obviously the part with the date has vanished. But that's the fan. That's an original grey fan. So God only knows what they sucked up. Wow. And you can see the heat dispersion on there. So that was spinning for quite a while with a broken fan. That might be a problem because they normally just pull out, so the heat might have got to that. I'll get the rest of this out. Flip her over. Should just take this side out. Okay, there she comes. That's not that bad. And there you go. So we're going to have to clean this seal. Ugh. Yeah. Well and truly. And I'll throw that in the wash as well. So I might just order a new front plate for this. The front bearing complete. Again, I'll put a link in the description below of any parts I use in this video, so make sure you check those out. Right, so what we'll do, we'll go and wash the rest out, and we'll come back to this. So just want to prise that off. So again, don't need the circlip removers. These are literally slotted screwdriver, pop it in, and then slide it out. And that's just on the floor. There's one. Don't think we'll be putting those back on. And then this one here. Okay, so you can see the earlier types are just like they were in the Legend 2s and the Heritage. And that comes off, so that's rubbish as well. So as I said, they're well and truly worn. There's no rubber left on there whatsoever. Right, let's take this off. And that, yeah, is dry as a bone as well. But it hasn't separated, which is good. So it's weird how the G3s and G4s were fine, and anything after that, I think Kirby must have gone for a cheaper option. Pull that off. Okay, I did loosen that with a pair of pliers, hence the pliers. So that's rubbish. This, I think we'll just replace it totally, because I don't know what heat has dispersed through there, or whether it's trashed that bearing. I mean, that bearing seems pretty fine, but obviously the seal's knackered. Yeah, we'll replace that. So we just want to take that circlip out the back. Like so. That's one side. And then we just want to release that. Again, I normally just get a slide screwdriver underneath, lightly prise it so you don't damage it, and then it should pull off, like so. And that doesn't, that's a bit dry, so I'll have a look at probably replacing that bearing. Yeah, you can hear that. And we'll need some new brushes in there as well. I'll take the rest of this apart off camera, get all this cleaned out, strip that down, get all that cleaned. I have got a video on how to clean all these already uploaded. I will put a link in the description to that. So what we'll do now is get to washing the rest of the parts. So as you can see, that G3 is in a bit of a sorry state. I have ordered some parts from the States, and hopefully by the time this airs, the parts will arrive. I'm hoping to get some G3 parts. If not, then we'll probably get substituted with G7 parts. If I could get some G3 parts, that would be absolutely awesome. But as you've seen, that G3 is in quite a sorry state. We're going to get a new front plate for it, new bumper, new wheels. Those back wheels were just, well, I don't know if there'd be wheel spinning or doing burnouts with it. I'm not too sure, but they're in a sorry state. Considering that the front wheels were pretty fine and the back ones are about as smooth as my head, you know, it's wow, I was just amazed. And it was pretty disgusting inside. So I've got it all cleaned up in this video. So what we'll do in the next video is we'll get it all polished up. I'm looking at respray painting the base as well. If I can get a colour pretty close to that, I'll do that as well. So that will all be in a bit of a time lapse, and then we'll get it back together and see how she actually runs. Again, don't forget, anything that I use in this channel, there are links in the description below. I'm an affiliate of Amazon. So again, I do get a small commission if you buy anything from Amazon. It doesn't cost you any more. It just helps me produce free content by going through my links. So again, for those who are new to the channel, if you're getting value out of this content, then contemplate. Slap that subscribe button, it's absolutely free. Ding that bell for notifications so you don't miss any upcoming episodes. Give us a big thumbs up and comment down below. I will reply to the comment, and if you like what you comment, I'll pin it to the video. So what we'll do is cut to any bloopers, and I'll catch you in the next one. So what I'll do, anyone